The devilish natural phenomenon blows hot, offshore winds across the tinder dry autumn countryside at speeds of 50 miles per hour, perfect conditions for energizing destructive firestorms. Up to 15 separate wildfires are blazing across 94,000 acres of Northern California's arid landscape, fueled by the searing strength of the Diablo winds. Californian officials have still not discovered how the fires were sparked, but, since the weekend, the raging flames have torn across arid, chaparral shrublands, desiccated by summer temperatures of up to 100 F, destroying 1,500 homes and businesses and threatening the state's famous winemaking vineyards. As Governor Jerry Brown was declaring a state of emergency for Napa, Sonoma and Yuba counties, thick billowing black smoke began to drift over the San Francisco Bay Area. Firefighters are also combating blazes in another 5 counties. REUTERS, 15 separate wildfires are blazing across 94,000 acres of California's countryside. When I got in the car to leave, a whole section of the mobile park was in flames. It scared the hell out of me. John Van Dyke, the governor, said this is really serious. It's moving fast. The heat, the lack of humidity and the winds are all driving a very dangerous situation and making it worse. It's not under control by any means, but we're on it in the best way we know how. President Donald Trump is being urged to issue a disaster declaration to support state and county firefighting efforts. Reuters: an emergency aircraft drops fire retardant on a wind-driven wildfire in Orange, California. The cluster of wildfires began erupting on Sunday and has created a 10-year high for natural blaze fatalities in California, dating back to the death toll of 14 in 2007 when San Diego County was hit. State emergency services are braced for higher numbers, with more than 100 people currently receiving emergency treatment for fire-related injuries. One of the victims is believed to have been an elderly, blind woman found on the drive of her home in Santa Rosa, a city of 174,000 people in the heart of California's famous Redwood Empire, where some of the largest trees on the planet flourish. At least 5,000 people have been given mandatory evacuation orders to flee the Santa Rosa area. GETTYA resident rushes to save his home as a wildfire moves through Glen Ellen, California. One evacuee, John Van Dyke, still in his pajamas as he spoke near the 101 freeway while watching a hillside in flames, explained how police pounded on his door in a mobile home park, telling him to flee. He said, when I got in the car to leave, a whole section of the mobile park was in flames. It scared the hell out of me. One of the worst blazes is feared to have charred up to 27,000 acres of countryside in the heart of the Napa and Sonoma counties' wine-producing belt. Fred Olei, 47, owner of the Alta Napa Valley Winery, was evacuated from his vineyards before he could see the damage to his 90-acre estate. At least 5,000 people have been given mandatory evacuation orders in the Santa Rosa region. He said, you can't see anything. The smoke is very dense. Forensic experts are likely to carry out exhaustive investigation to see if there has been any human activity that might have sparked the initial cluster of blazes. October, however, is the prime time for natural fires as the Diablo winds build up strength. The winds are not so called after the devilish inferno conditions they produce. Diablo is Spanish for devil, but from Diablo Valley, one of the geographical features where the phenomenon regularly occurs. Tuesday, October 10, 2017. Firefighters douse flames as a home burns in the Napa wine region in California. Jane Upton, the CAL FIRE spokesperson, told media how current conditions are critically dry because of the lack of moisture in the air and the buildup of grass, brush and trees. The Department of Earth and Climate Sciences at San Francisco State University provide a detailed picture of how Diablo winds are a threat, with 3 different factors coming into play, creating a hot, dry and fast-moving airflow. Diablo winds are hot because of the contact with the hot surfaces of deserts east of California and are warmed by sinking to sea level and becoming compressed. Their dryness derives from the low dew point of arid desert air, while their speed is hastened by the way the winds are funneled through mountain passes and canyons and the differences in surface air pressure between the interior region and coastal belt.